Let us see how to calculate the magnetic field of a toroid. The toroid we have discussed earlier also. It looks something like this. Okay. What are these? These are windings of, these are wire which is winded around a circular object. It will be carrying current. So this is the input, this is the outgoing, this is in, this is out. We have discussed that it will have a circular magnetic field. The direction will be like this. If you want to know the direction of a magnetic field, you need to use your right hand. See these wires there, the current is going like this, the wires are turning like this, so the thumb will indicate the direction of the magnetic field. This is the direction of the magnetic field. Let us say its inner radius is R1 and outer radius is R2, and this is the V direction. Let us say the point where we are finding out the magnetic field, it is A. If you draw the enlarged picture, this will look something like this. Okay, so this is, it has got windings like this. I have cut a section. Okay, and this section we are studying. So this is R1 and here is your magnetic field, and this gap we are calling it as A. So this total distance will be R1 plus A. So if you take a small element dl, which is making d theta. Okay, so small element has been considered. So we can find the magnetic field using the Ampere law, which we have done earlier. Closed integral B dot dl is equal to mu naught into I enclosed. Okay, now here B and dl, they are in the same direction, so the angle between them will be 0. So even if you consider this closed loop, in this R1 and R1 plus A are perpendicular to the current carrying direction. You see the currents are winded like this, so dl is like this and the windings are going like this, so they are mutually perpendicular, so they will have no contribution. The contribution will be only because of this arc part. So this, when opened, it will become B. Integration B is, if you bring out B, we are assuming that on this line it is uniform. So integration of dl, the total length let us call some small r is equal to R1 plus A. It is part of a circle, it's a whole circle, so it will be 2 pi r into cos 0, because the angle between B and dl is 0, is equal to mu naught I enclosed. If one winding is there, one wire is there, I will be the current. Let us say the number of turns is capital N, so it is Ni. So from here B will be equal to mu naught Ni by 2 pi r, which is, put the value of r, it is mu naught Ni divided by 2 pi into R1 plus A. So if you want to find at the center, so this thickness, whatever, R2 minus R1 divided by 2 it will be. Now let us say A is very small compared with R1. Then what will happen? B will be equal to, we can ignore this term A in the denominator. B will become mu naught Ni by 2 pi R1. Something like this kind of situation. Suppose it is comparable, it is little more thick. This is R1, R2, little more thick. So if the A value is changing, B value is changing. So basically the magnetic field is not uniform. At different points we get different magnetic field values. So we are assuming a particular case that A is very less compared with R1. If then B is equal to mu naught into Ni by 2 pi R1. We are assuming that this whole medium is air, that's why mu 0 is coming. If other medium is there, you need to multiply mu 0 with mu r. Many times we have discussed this point, please remember this.